Hello, Marcus. Today, I wanted to talk to you about using insect-based nutritional gel made from cockroach or cricket protein to help fight malnutrition in poor and crisis-hit communities. And the question we're chewing on is this: is it actually okay to feed poor people something we'd never dream of offering to anyone wealthy just because it's cheap and it technically does the job?
That's a tough one. On one hand, you've got this genuinely efficient, sustainable protein source that could keep a lot of people alive. On the other hand, there's a real question of dignity here. Are we quietly telling poor people, just be grateful for whatever we hand you, no matter how it stacks up to what the rest of us eat?
I think feeding people cockroach gel, even if you dress it up as nutritional aid, is just messed up. You're treating people like a calorie problem to solve, not like humans who deserve the same food dignity as anyone else. No aid group is handing this stuff out in London or New York, so doing it here basically says your comfort doesn't matter. Just survive on whatever's cheapest.
I get that, but I don't think it's really about cheapest. Insect protein isn't picked because it's degrading, it's picked because it's crazy nutrient dense, it's sustainable, and it scales well in crisis zones where normal protein sources are hard to get or transport. The real question isn't would rich people eat this, it's does this actually improve people's health? And if it does, refusing to use it just because it looks bad might be the bigger moral failure.
But you can't separate the outcome from how it feels to receive it. History has shown us when aid ignores how people perceive what they're being given. Not just the nutrition side, it breeds resentment and distrust. If a whole community starts associating being poor with getting bug paste while the aid workers themselves are eating normal food, that's a hierarchy whether the protein's good for you or not.
That's fair, but that's really an argument for being transparent and getting consent, not for scrapping the whole idea. If people actually know what it is, why it's being used, and they're not being tricked into it, a lot of that objection falls apart. Think about iodized salt or fortified flour. People were skeptical of those too, until they were introduced honestly instead of just being forced on people.
Except that comparison doesn't quite hold up. Those were just tweaks to food people already ate. Cockroach gel isn't a tweak, it's a full swap, and it's only being offered to people who don't have other options. That's exactly why the consent angle falls apart. When you're starving, choosing between bug gel or nothing isn't really a choice at all.
Sure, desperation messes with consent in basically any aid situation, not just this one. But the alternative you're suggesting, holding back something that actually works because it's not palatable enough, risks putting how things look above whether people survive. If it's safe, it's nutritious, and it cuts down on serious malnutrition. Delaying it just for optics might cause more harm than the discomfort of using it.
Maybe the answer isn't picking between dignity and survival. Maybe we should be demanding both aid groups could look for other protein sources that don't carry the same stigma, or even better, actually ask these communities what kind of aid they're comfortable with, instead of just deciding for them, because it's efficient.
That's a solid middle ground, honestly. Cost shouldn't be the only thing driving these decisions. Bringing communities into the conversation could ease a lot of this tension without losing the practical upside insect protein brings. You, watching this video right now, probably don't have to worry about eating cockroaches, so making the decisions for people that do seems a bit pretentious.
And that's probably where we leave it. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments and make sure to subscribe.